What's up YouTube, Cliff here from the Sunday Drive, and today we're going to show you how to remove the interior door panel and side view mirrors on your truck. Alright guys, so today we're working on my 2014 Silverado. Now the procedure that we're going to show you guys should work for any 2014 through 28 Silverado or Sierra, as well as most likely the Tahoes and Suburbans. I believe the insides of their doors are probably very similar, if not identical, to my truck. And we're also going to get the mirror off for you and show you guys how to do that as well. So let's get started and we'll step you through it. Inside your hand grip is a plastic trim that you're going to have to remove. And there's going to be 2 bolts in there. I already have one removed because I lost it the last time I took my door off. And right inside of the release handle is another plastic panel that you need to remove. Again, just use a small pick tool like this, and I'll have this tool linked in the description. And this panel will pop right off as well. I just went in from the bottom left corner and popped that off. There's another 7mm bolt right in there. With those 2 removed, you're going to also need to remove this silver trim piece, or whatever color the piece is on your truck. Just start from the bottom and work out the clips. Some of the clips will fall off. You can put them back together once they're out, but you want to pull up from the bottom as you're working this out. These clips are a pain. These clips up top are the ones you want to be careful not to break. That's why you want to start from the bottom and work your way up. On the bottom are 4 metal clips. Some of these are going to stay in the door or fall on the floor as you pull them out. They are not the best designed clips, but these are the clips you're releasing, and then you can kind of pull it out and towards the bottom. I don't know why these clips are designed this way. They're super annoying. If you can't get it out now, wait till the door panel's off, because it'll make it a little bit easier to get it out then, but let's see if I can get it out. There you go. So there's one of the clips. They just trying to stay stuck in there. And that one fell down. So we'll get that other one when we have this door panel off. Now you're going to want to take a 7mm socket, remove the one 7mm bolt from the door handle. Remove the 2 7mm bolts inside your grab area. There's an additional 7mm bolt right in here, all the way at the back. All right, and that one's a little hard to get out until you have the door panel off. And then underneath there are 2 7mm bolts at the bottom of your door panel. And the good news is I found the missing bolt. It was right up in here. So I must have never removed that from the first time I had my door panel off. All right, and just remember, you are going to have that one bolt up in there. If you have a small magnet, you can get it out, but the easiest way to get it out is just tip the door over once you have it removed. All right, so next, in order to remove the door panel, you're just going to want to either take pry tools and go under here and release all the clips. There's going to be clips all the way around the door that are holding it in place. So the safest method is to take a trim tool, get it between the door panel. You kind of brace the door with your knee, and you can slide the tool in and then just work it around and release the clips. And this does take a little bit of force. If you have a couple trim tools, that can definitely make this process easier to make sure the clips don't pop back in once they're released. Luckily, these clips are a lot better than the ones holding in that silver trim piece. Those are a pain. All right, now that I have most of them released, I'm just going to take my fingers and pull in right there. All right. Now there's also some annoying clips at the top of the door. It definitely helps to have your window down at this point. And what I like to do is just pull this out and then lift up. All right, and you want to be careful of your locking mechanism at the top of the door. This is going to stay with the door when you pull off this interior panel. So just make sure you don't mess that up. But just slide your door up. All right. Again, I feel like GM designed these top clips poorly, and I say that in comparison to BMWs that I do a lot of work on regularly. I think GM could learn a lesson from the BMW clips that are used. All right, if you want to bring the camera around to the back here, we have the locking mechanism, the door handle release mechanism right here. In order to remove this, put your thumb here, release that clip, and you're going to just pull that out, and that ball will come out. Back here is a latch that you're going to need to release.
What's up, Brian?
Right here is a latch that you got to release. There's a red clip right there. Just push that down towards the bottom. With that red clip pushed down, there is a black clip right here. You're going to push that in with your finger, and then you'll be able to release this gray lever. And then you can remove the harness at the bottom. And then right here is just a retaining clip for the wire harness, and you can pull that out with a little bit of force. There you go. And now your door panel is completely removed. Removing the back doors, at least on the double cab that I have, is very simple. You're just going to have to pop out the interior piece inside of the grab handle here, and then also inside the latch, just like with the front door. The one really nice thing with the back door is that you do not need to remove this silver part. There's no screw to remove behind here, so it's just the two 7mm inside there, the one 7mm up in there, and there's two underneath. Now, I don't need to remove my rear door, so I'm not going to take the time to pull it off right now, but it comes off exactly the same way as the front door. Just remove those 5 7mm bolts, pop the clips all the way around, and you're home free. So next we have to do is remove this trim piece right here so that we can access the bolts that hold the mirror in place. So there's a clip right there. We're going to use a trim tool to remove. And then this will just lift up, supposedly. I had this off before, but every time it's a new adventure. All right, now it'll pop out. All right, and you can leave that loose or you can completely remove it. I'm going to go ahead and just completely remove it since we're filming for you guys to make sure it's out of the way. And then there is one additional clip right down here, same as that first one we just removed. Just take a trim tool and pop that out. There you go. So that'll be out of the way. All right, so now we have access to the mirror, and this is what we needed to get to. So there's going to be 3 bolts holding it in place. To make this a little bit easier, originally this was taped down to these mounting points right here. These clips are really hard to remove without breaking them. So what I did is I just cut the tape away, and when we're ready to reinstall this, we're just going to retape the wire to these clips. But for now, we're going to go ahead and remove the electrical connection right here. There's one clip right at the top. You're going to press that down and this will come out, and that'll give us some flexibility with the mirror. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the 3 10mm nuts that hold the mirror in place. Obviously, before you remove the last one, make sure someone is holding onto the mirror so you don't drop that. And maybe change the torque settings on your drill. All right. And we can just pop that grommet out right there. And now there are clips that are also holding this in place, so you just want to pull straight out nice and firmly. You can release that. So that clip I was having to pull out was right here. So you just want to pull straight out on that to make sure you don't break it or anything. We're over on the passenger side, and I'm getting ready to reinstall this door panel. I had to remove both of my front door panels for something I was doing with my mirrors. But what I found was I couldn't reinstall this the same way I took it off. So we took it off by just lifting it up here, and these are actually the clips that just lift out. As you can see, they just come out. Now these clips were still in my door, and when I went to slide it back on, there's no way to line these clips up with these openings right here and get them to all sit in. So what you're going to want to do is take a trim tool like this one and reach inside, just pry down from the top, and you're going to pop the clip out, and it's holding in this weather stripping, and then you're going to set those in place, and then you're going to clip the door into them, because these slide along the weather stripping and you're just never going to get that line back up right. So we can pull our weather stripping out completely. Right. Put that in. Then I'm going to go and reinstall the weather stripping on top of that. Just slides in place right there. And now what I'll be able to do is clip my door directly into these. And that's the method you're going to have to use to get your door back on. So, line those top clips up. These all aligned. And that'll just pop right back into place, and just make sure you have everything lined up on the side here. All right, so I have a couple side clips in, so I'm sure that the top is lined up properly. That should be all clipped in there. And then you're just going to go back around and reclip everything in and put your screws back, and you're done. That's it. I hope the video helped you out. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them below. A lot more videos on my truck up on the channel, and a lot more coming, so stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already, and we will see you here next time for the next video. See ya.